What's going on, guys? Carnival here, and a lot of you wanted my opinion on the news that we may be getting 3 more seasons for HBO's Game of Thrones. Perhaps a prequel and the new cast member who just joined up. First, let's start with the 8 seasons. Now, the only television shows I can remember ever doing a prequel season is probably Spartacus from Starz, and I'm sure there are more, but I can't think of any right now. Shout out to Mr. John for bringing it to my attention, thank you, sir. Many of you have been asking for my opinion on this, and to that I say, Now, the reason I'm sounding nervous about this is, well, it's the golden rule that we were all taught at a young age. Too much of something can be a bad thing. Many of you have voiced your opinions at the show recently with how it's been handling some of its material, and the reactions vary from mixed to bad. And I think we will soon start to see the show decline in terms of quality. It's hard to explain, and I'm currently making my Season 5 review where I discuss it, but basically it all comes down to this. The showrunners are getting tired of Thrones, and you can kind of tell. Now, they've made enough money with the series to where if they wanted to, they could retire from television production and play golf all day. They don't need to keep doing it, but they do. Imagine, if you will, you have enough money to retire and just do whatever you want, but you're obligated to keep doing something. Would you still give it the same 110% you gave it when it first began? The showrunners have stated multiple times that they would like to end the show with 7 seasons. They are confident that they can end it the right way with just that, but my concern is that HBO is forcing them to keep going, and I honestly don't want the process to go on that way for it to get stale and bad. This is what happened with True Blood. I used to love watching that show, but it kept getting dumb and dumb, so much so that I stopped watching and haven't even seen the last season. This is also my problem with AMC's The Walking Dead. I absolutely loved the first season with its 6 episodes, and ever since AMC realized that people love zombies, they think filling the screen with even more of it is a good idea, and it's kind of not. While The Walking Dead still makes for good television, at times it's boring and tiring. I think we're getting to the point where that show is all about the viewer having to drudge through the boring episodes to get to the few good ones. I would hate for it to be, Game of Thrones like that. A prequel series would be great, and we all know where that can go, but I would like to explore other points in time in the Thrones universe. That world is so big and has a lot of history that I would love to see more of it on the small screen or even the big one. And as for the new cast member joining in for Season 6, I've only seen one of Ian McShane's movies, and that has to be the 4th Pirates of the Caribbean film when he played Blackbeard. No, I've never seen Deadwood, nor do I have plans to, but I did enjoy his performance alongside Johnny Depp, and he was actually memorable. "You are a fool. You seeking this place where only faith can provide." And then he goes, "Faith! In faith there is light enough to see, but darkness enough to blind." I love that line. One of my subscribers, a Mr. Burns, along with many of you, believe that he will be playing one of the Greyjoy uncles, but something tells me he will most likely be going in to play Randyll Tarly, who is Sam's father. It's an easy guess for him to be that pirate with a touch of madness, but I gotta say, I think he would be probably Sam's father, and I would love to see a confrontation between the two. And don't get me wrong, while I would love to see him play Euron or Victarion, I'm still hoping Mads Mikkelsen will be one of them instead. The reason I'm hoping for this is because, unfortunately, Hannibal, which Mads is currently on, has been cancelled by NBC, which means he's free to do other projects. However, don't get too happy because knowing the showrunner's history with combining characters, both uncles may be joined into one person, but I don't give a shit as long as they don't fuck it up like they did with the Sand Snakes. But what are your thoughts on the matter? Do you guys believe 8 seasons would be enough to end the show, or are you worried, like me, that it may stale the quality of the show by stretching it out? Do you guys believe that the showrunners are starting to show signs that they're maybe tired of doing this every year? And who do you think Ian McShane will be playing? I'm going with Randyll Tarly, but I would also love for a Greyjoy role as well. Leave your thoughts below, and as always, a baba booey to you all. Have a good one.